Welcome to all. I am Sadhana. I am studying in ST Franz Xavier's Anglo-Indian Higher Secondary School in Broadway, and I am a student of Junior IIS Academy. Today I am going to take Social Science, History, Unit 3, Early Tamil Society and the Culture. We have seen many things in this, the early Tamil society and the culture. We have seen about the sources for reconstructing the history of the ancient Tamils. They are the four parts, that is in a classical Tamil literature and epigraphy, the inscriptions, and the archaeological excavation and material culture, non-Tamil and the foreign literature. And we have seen the Sangam age, what or the chronology and about the Thinnai, Agampuram, the interior and the exterior, and the five landscapes. What are the five landscapes are Kurunji, Mullai, Marudam, Naidal and Palai. And next, we have seen about the fine arts and faith and belief system in this lesson. Today, we are going to see about the Sangam age political powers of Tamilagam. Let's begin our class with a small introduction. That the Sangam age has its roots in the Iron Age. In the Iron Age, people were organized into chiefdoms. The Sangam age has its roots in the Iron Age itself, that were organized into chiefdoms. And such a communities of that Iron Age emerged the Vendas of the early historic period. That from such a community of that Iron Age that merged the Vendas of that early historical period who were ruling that the Vendas they have merged that Vendas. And the Velas of the Sangam age were the chieftains. Let's begin a class. The Mauryan Emperor. That the Mauryan Emperor was in a kingdom that was in that the historical period that was going there. In that there will be some king and there will be a king. Let's see about the Mauryan Empire, about the king who ruled other parts of like the Odisha, Andhra, and the Karnataka regions who ruled that places. Other than that, Tamil Nadu, like Kerala, that Kanyakumari, like that places. The Chandragupta Maurya, that he was the founder of the Mauryan Empire itself. He was the king of the Mauryan Empire, and next that will be coming by that like a father, son, and the grandson, like that it was going on. The great ruler Chandragupta Maurya, the greatest ruler in the India history itself. He wasn't a great ruler. He was in the India history itself. He wasn't a great ruler. About the Chandragupta Maurya, he was born in the Pataliputra. The Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of the Mauryan Empire in the ancient India. The Chandragupta built one of the largest empires on the India subcontinent. The Chandragupta life and accomplishments are described in the ancient Greek and Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain texts also. His life was described in ancient Greek and many of the languages like that, Buddhist and Jain texts also, but they were very significantly. The Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of that empire fully in the ancient India when that was in a historical period, and he built a largest empire on the subcontinent, the India subcontinent. And about the Ashoka king, that about the Ashoka king is not much more. that Emperor Ashoka is there. No, he was a grandson of the Chandragupta Maurya. After his son, he was came. Ashoka's became a king, and he started to rule. About the third emperor, the Ashoka was the third emperor there. He was in a third Mauryan empire. He was a grandson of the Chandragupta Maurya, and he have a son. And after the Chandragupta Maurya's son, the Ashoka, the grandson, was killed, and his brother engaged in the war. He got a success in that when the first war itself, and Ashoka emerged the victories after the several years of the conflict. And the Pats were ruled by the Ashoka, considered by the considered by many to be one of the India's greatest emperors. The Ashoka expanded the Chandraguptan Empire to the region over tertiary structure from the Indian greatest empire, one of the Indian greatest empire. And Ashoka expanded the Chandraguptan Empire fully. That was being small, and he was expanded that, and he was being over the tertiary stretching from past that present day Afghanistan in the west to present day Bangladesh in the east. It covered the entire India subcontinent except from the for the parts of the present day in the Tamil Nadu and the Karnataka. And it was ruled and parts it was ruled Andhra and the Karnataka regions and the Odisha also. Let's see about the Movenda. Among the political powers of the Tamil Sangam age, the Cheras and the Cholas and the Pandyas occupy the permitted positions there. In the Sangam age, there was the famous kings who were ruling, and they were known as the Movenda, the three kings, the three crowned kings. The Movenda controlled the major towns and the ports of the Sangam period. They have been controlled about the ports and the major towns and about the ruled region by the Movenda. The three crowned rulers of the three glorified by heaven, or the world of the three, or the Tamil kings. They primarily known as a Movenda. We also call like a three glorified by heaven, world of the three, and the Tamil kings and the three crowned rulers that we also call like this also. They are the Chera, Chola and the Pandya who dominated the politics of the Tamil, Asian Tamil country, the Tamilagam. From the three Nadu, the three countries of the Chola Nadu, Pandya Nadu. The present day Madurai and Tirunelveli and Chera Nadu was present day Karur in Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the southern India. The Chola Nadu, Pandya Nadu, that was ruling that the present day in Madurai and Tirunelveli. In Chera Nadu, the present day, the Karur in Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the southern India. They signaled a time in the integration and a political identity for Tamil people. They would frequently wage war against one another under the period of instability. Until the imperial period, who united the Tamilagam under one leadership. Their region and the map, they were ruling which places that is. Let's see about the Chera. The Chera is refers to Kerala Putras in the Ashokan inscriptions, and the inscriptions they have got that he refers as to Kerala Putras. He controlled controlled the region of the present day's Kerala, also western parts of the Tamil Nadu also. About the region where he ruled, Cheras of the Congo country were known to be controlled the western in Tamil Nadu and central Kerala. In the medieval period, he was ruled these such a places. Present day, that is in a central Kerala, probably discharged for the Congo Chera. Present day, that was in a central Kerala and probably detached from the Congo Chera kingdom around 8th to 9th century AD to the form of the Kerala Perumal kingdom, the 9th to 12th century AD. The port towns of the Cheras. The Cheras of the early historic period in the 2nd century BCE to the 3rd century CE are known to be our original center at Karur in Konganadu and Arbas at Muziris and Tondi on the Indian Ocean coast, Kerala. They were while Musri and Tondi were the port towns, the very important port towns. Vansi was the capital of the Cheras. While Musri and Tondi were the port towns, the Vansi was the capital of the Cheras places. He controlled the Kerala and the western parts of the Tamil Nadu. And Vansi is identified with Karur in Tamil Nadu, while some other identifying it with other places in Tiruvanchaykalam in Kerala. And Patripadi speaks about the Chera kings and the Ter territory in that book or in a song that will speaks about the Chera kings and the territory when who what place they have ruled. And the Cheras owe the garlands that will made up of the flowers from the plum tree. You will take the plum tree leaves and by that leaves you will make the flowers someone may can give to him and he will owe that garlands only for him. The inscription of Pugalur near to Karur mention the Cheras of 3 generations. That inscriptions of that Pugalur and the Karur mention that the three generation of the Chera kings in that and the Silapadikaram that will speaks about the Cheran Sengotuvan who built a temple for Kannagi and the protagonist of the epic. The legend has it that Ilongo who composed the Silapadikaram and the brother of Cheran Sengutuvan. The Ilongo is a brother of an Cheran Sengutuvan. The coins of the Cheras. The Cheran that coin will be printed with a symbol of a bow and an arrow or else on an elephant or on the observe we can observe it and the elephant on the rivers they will print like in a rivers. The bow and arrow was the symbol of the Cheras.